debt investors are fixed return investors. They're more focused on getting their capital back, albeit, in the venture and growth debt space, many of them have some form of sort of equity kicker and, exposure to upside, albeit it's very minimal. I would say, and I'm seeing this probably across debt and equity, people are becoming more cautious around defensibility. So, look, if you've got the metrics where if you're growing strongly, you've been able to attract some good VCs on the cap table, that's always going to be really interesting for debt investors, and you're probably going to be very successful on a debt raise. But people are very cautious around the fact that if you've been able to grow so quickly and do this, what's to stop someone else doing? Particularly in 6 months' time when there's going to be better technology and people have been able to learn from what you've done. So defensibility and that kind of moat that people have around a business has become more important. There's lots of people talk about the era of B2B SaaS being over. I think maybe there's some truth to that in terms of some of the smaller subscale businesses, particularly ones that had a very sort of niche product selling into SMEs where the code base can be easily sort of replaced. But there's a lot to be said for distribution. There's a lot to be said for high quality, clean code where if you're in sort of mission critical infrastructure and you're selling it to government or MNCs, people don't want to be working with a small, scrappy startup that they might have built that no one can really accurately see where the codes come from. So defensibility is probably a really big focus for both debt and equity investors now to make sure that, yes, you've done a great job getting to this point, but how easy is it for someone else to do that too?